I'm doing these videos. They're gonna have to be in parts because they're taking longer than I expected. I wanted to do like one whole video, but one, I'm all by myself out here, so I don't have nobody to hold the camera while I'm doing this. But see right here, this is the back of my armrest, and inside the armrest, you know, well, I don't know if you know, but there's a little 12 volt plug that you could plug up something like this, you know, regular, and it's turned on by the remote switch from, you know, the key ignition right there. So every time you turn on your car, this will turn on over here. This is the back part of it, this wire right here, and this is, I'm pretty sure, the positive, and that's the negative. So I'm running my remote wire for my amp off of this. It's a nice little tutorial, because I was looking on YouTube and pretty much everywhere on Google, and nobody had a video for this. I mean, somebody kind of had a video, but it wasn't this way. He wanted to hook up a complete audio like jack through this. Like, he plugged it up inside here and had the wires ran. It looked so unprofessional. I got my wire running up underneath the carpet, underneath the seat, so you will not even be able to see this. That's what we're trying to accomplish here, that professional look. This is what professionals do. Now, they may not do it just like this, because they got, I already read online, they have like a little kit, but I will have to take out my stereo and get behind there. I mean, this was, I don't know which one would be tougher, the radio or this, but so far I only had to take out 4 of these like Phillips head screws out the back just to get this cover off right here. See, like, they have screws off on the side of the cover, so when you put the cover on, it kind of looks something like this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see, you put the cover on right here, and it has some screws that go in right over there. Now, this was a whole lot easier for me, and this side panel just pops off. It has these little, I don't know I forgot what they call those, push pins, I think. And you pop it right back in, no problems. And this is how you change out for you to be able to use your, because some of these Camaros have that luxury thing, like the LT and the LS have different packages. They all have the same motor, but the difference between the LT and the LS, they have different things that come with it. Like right here, this wire goes to my aux out port, like the for like headphone jack, the 3.5 headphone jack, like this right here. Hold on, I got that plug. See, just like this headphone jack, it plugs up into this is the wiring back here. Move this one out of the way. That wire right here, that's for your aux out. And they have another one where you, like one of the Camaros out here, some of them have where you can hook up a USB flash drive, like thumb drive. Inside of here it will be right underneath this wire, but I don't have it. All I have is this one, this the headphone jack instead of the USB. The other one comes with a USB, headphone jack, everything. But I only got, I'll say, the next edition, like this, probably like the next LT or something. I don't know. All I know is all I have is this right here, and the other Camaro has this and a USB thumb drive, so you can hook up like MP3 through USB and all that. But you know, I got this, and I play music off my phone, and so this satisfies me fine. You know, as long as I could still hook this up, so I could charge my phone, so it'll never really die. I mean, I didn't like how the other guy was doing it, because he wanted to use this as a remote wire and completely block off your whole 12 volt output, you know, cigarette lighter shit. And I want to be able to use mine. I know there's 2 in here. There's one up there by the by where you change from drive to, you know, park to drive and all that, you know, your little stick. There is one up there, but this is so long, you know, I kind of feel like it'll be in my way a little bit, sticking out, and I don't like that. I'd rather have it, you know, I'm all about professional look. So if I could have this inside here so I don't have to see it up there. I'm gonna do it that way, and I'm pretty sure this will work. I know I'm like, let's say 93% sure that this is the 12-volt power wire. See, because you have to have positive and negative, and usually your negative is always going to be the black wire. I'm not too sure. I'm going to test it out, and I'll do another video when I'm done with this to show you if it worked or not. I'm going to test out 1 amp. I already have an amp that works for sure that just took out my car, but I have another amp that I bought before this one, and I thought it messed up, but it was really my stereo remote wire fuse. There was a fuse in my head unit that I bought. It was a nice head unit. It was a 7-inch touchscreen, everything, and it had a little fuse inside of the remote wire, so if something was to happen, the fuse would blow. So I found that out, and I went and changed the fuse, but I never tried that amp again. So now I'm going to try the amp to see if it works. I think it really was just the fuse though, and that's why it wasn't turning on. I'm going to do another video in a few moments, and I'll put that on there. This will be like part 1 video, I guess. I was looking for my factory amp, and I read a whole bunch of different blogs and stuff, and everybody keeps saying it's behind my tail light, or in the back driver's side, like right up underneath the brake lights, basically back here somewhere. I'll show you later, but I didn't find one, so I don't think I have a factory amp in here, and if it is, it's very hidden, because I pulled out the carpet and everything and see nothing but metal, and I see no other wires running back there other than to the brake lights. So either this car doesn't have a factory amp, or it's positioned somewhere else and I just can't find it online, so I'm not even going to try to worry about it. Just as long as this will turn on. I already have a RCA inline converter, so I could plug up my RCA cables to my amp through regular wiring, something like this that comes to, like, hooks up to my back speakers back here, like, you know, those back ones that sit in the back seat, like by the back window. Since those wires always show, I'll just be able to jump off from there with my RCA inline converter, and I'm going to show that in my next video, or probably like my part 3 video. I don't know how many parts I'm going to have, but I know the second part is not going to show me hooking that up. It'll probably be showing you some other stuff. I don't know. Well, I'll see. I mean, I'm going to try to get everything in just a few videos, so that way everybody doesn't have to keep clicking and be like, alright, now let me watch video 1, because really I just wanted to do one whole video. But like I said, since there ain't nobody here with me, I ain't got nobody to hold the camera, I'm doing this all by myself. And it should sound great. I'm going to do a video for that too, about the sound and me adjusting everything and showing you all that I got. So just bear with me and just keep watching, and I'm going to show you guys step-by-step stuff. The only thing I didn't show you was how to pull your seat. Like, if you want to do it this way for sure, how to pull this seat up, the back seat. All it is like those push pins. You just pull up real hard. You're not going to break anything, I promise. I thought I was going to break something. I thought it was like a little latch or something, but there isn't. You just pull it straight up. To run this wire up underneath here is a bitch though. I cut a little bit of the rug over here so I could get if you can see that. I cut a little bit of the rug right here so I could run a wire hanger through there, and then I tied. That was a smart idea on my part, I think, because I couldn't really fit regular wire and it needed to be something thick, so I ran the wire hanger through here all the way through until the rug wasn't no more, and then tied off this wire. I taped the wire to the wire hanger and just pulled the whole wire hanger and this right up out of there. So it slid right up in there. Everything was fine. I didn't have to worry about nothing. It took a little while just to get the wire hanger to even go through here, because it was so, like, not stuck, I'll just say like thick. Or I was trying to loosen it up a little bit, like, because this rug is really, like, tough. I mean, I like that because, you know, it'll never, like, I don't know, bubble up, rip up, or anything like that. But it was just really hard to get that wire hanger in there by itself. You can only imagine how hard it would have been without it, trying to pull this thin, loose wire all the way through this rug part right here. But that's the cost. It's going to take time. You guys got to be patient, because if you want it done right, it takes time. Now, if you want to do it the crappy way and just have this wire run up on the rug, up underneath here, then that's your choice. But I'm doing it. I want a professional look. I don't like doing half-assed work. If I'm going to do something to my fullest ability, I'm going to use a whole day off or something and start in the morning and get done whenever the hell I get done. I don't want to have no like pausing or interactions or anybody bothering me. I'm just going to use the whatever day I decide to do something and do it to my fullest ability, because I don't see the point. I love this car, and I love looking at it. I don't want to see all that. Looks kind of cheesy. You got wires hanging out your door panels or something like that. You don't really want to show all that. I mean, well, if you want to show your car off, ain't nobody want to see all these wires hanging out of your car, like up underneath your seats or through your like door jams and stuff. I don't have none of that. I'm not gonna have any of that, hopefully. I'm gonna try hard not to do that, but if I ain't got no other way, I can understand. But I just really don't want to be shown any kind of wires, because I'm just like that. That's what we're here to accomplish. Grade A, professional radio installation type stuff. And this aftermarket stuff is what I'm all about. I love customizing anything to a car. Paint job, whatever. It's just, the car comes nice as it is, but it's not your version. Like, you have your own artistic feel and way about how you do things. Now, you can see the same black Camaro and same stuff riding down the street all the time. And yeah, they look nice. But then when you see, like, mine, and I have, like, once I get this car paid off, I'll probably, like, red and black on it or something, and nice sound system. Everybody's going to be turning their head, like, ooh, that looks nice, blah, blah, blah. Could be putting, like, competitions or anything like that. And that stuff's pretty neat. I like stuff like that. It's better than, regular stuff. Everybody can be, oh, that's plain, that's normal. No, I like doing out of the ordinary stuff, because it's just something I'm into. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I'm just really into out of the ordinary stuff. Like, factory is cool, aftermarket, awesome. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me on that. Anyway, I'm sorry for this long video and talking about my personal life. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video, and then I'll go ahead and get started on the next video. Hope you guys enjoy this little segment, I guess, if you want to call it, a little training video to let you know how I hooked up my factory amp. Like I said, this is just to recap, this right here goes in the back of this, and that's inside, that's your armrest, and it's for your output for your 12 volt cigarette lighter, I guess, if you want to call it. I don't really know what everybody calls it nowadays, but it used to be called a cigarette lighter. Anyway, and that's for the remote wire, not your power or anything. This is just a remote to turn on, because as soon as you turn on the key and the ignition, this will automatically come on. Like, it turns this on too, just like your stereo and everything. Everything is off until you turn your key and turn on the car, and that's what you want, because you don't want to leave your amp on all day every day and kill your battery. So you need something to turn it on, and I just don't have the money. I didn't know about the remote wire thing until later, and I just don't have the money right now to get the back part for the stereo, and I really just don't feel like messing with the dash. This was a lot easier for me to do. So hope you guys like it. Comment, whatever you want to do, it's fine. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Like I said, this was easier for me. I only have about 4 of these screws on the side for this cover right here, and the cover will go back on easy. It's got push pins. You have nothing to worry about. I feel like this was an easy setup. Now online they said it was only going to take about 10 minutes, which was a lie. Don't listen to that, because just to run this wire up on it here, it took me about 20 minutes to do so. So if you ever read that segment or whatever, the little blog, that thread, I guess, it's not going to take 10 minutes. So just make sure when you do something like this, take the time out of your day to do this. I wouldn't recommend like half doing it, then going to run somewhere, go to work or something like that. You don't want to mess up anything, and you darn sure don't want to forget where you left off at, because then you can mess up your whole car because right now we're messing with your harness, like wiring for the car. This is car wiring right here. It's different when you have like a add-on harness. This is real car wiring, and you really don't want to mess up anything. This is factory stuff we're messing with. It ain't like we went and bought a wire harness for your stereo and just plugged it in somewhere. This is actually cutting into it. And that's another thing. Make sure you leave some space to cut into your wiring, because you want to make sure you tie it up right, and you're not trying to cut through it. You're just trying to strip it a little bit just to get this wire to show. Not, just to cut this back some, so you can show the wire and just jump off of it and create your own remote wire. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Anyway, like I said, hope you guys like it. Comment, whatever. I'm gonna get done with this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plug this back in to this little hole right here. That's where it goes into. And let me move this. I don't need this in my way. And then hook up my amp. I'm going to show you what I did for my amp wiring and everything too, so just bear with me. I don't know how many videos this is going to take, but like I said, step by step. If you really want to learn and know, and you were looking like me trying to find stuff on YouTube that I couldn't find nothing on, just let me. I'm trying to show you now, so just bear with me. Thank you, and I'll show you more in the next video.